Hi there, welcome back to another This is Fanique. I'm Fanique. Today you're getting that fibroid tumor update that I'm so behind on. So let's get into it. We're really chill, we're real relaxed because we gotta get into some things. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Welcome to just where we are in 2024. So for all the people who are new here, I have found out I have fibroid tumors like late 2020, decided to have surgery March 2021, and then discovered in 2023, January 2023, that I had, you know, got my fibroid tumors had come back. And so from there, I was just like, I need to shrink them, I need to shrink them, I need to shrink them. So I've kind of been on a journey to shrink them, but they got a little smaller last September 2023, around that time. And then in March 2024, this year, I discovered they were bigger. Not so much bigger, but a little bit bigger. So it went from being like 0 point something to 1 point and 2 point something. So today you're getting the update of where we are. But I'm giving you a little bit more details than I have in the past because I have more details, and honestly, we're learning together. This isn't something I necessarily know a ton about. I'm not a doctor, so take everything I say as somebody who's just experiencing life with you, whether you have them or not. I'm still taking my vitamin D and all those things, but let's get into the sizing of them. So I got my paperwork. So excuse me, but in March, the fibroid tumors were, so I have three fibroid tumors. There's a posterior fundal one, an anterior, and an anterior right. The posterior fundal and the anterior ones, this is like where they are, are in the intramural. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you draw the uterus in a V and two of them are on the side, one side, and one is all the way in the back at the top kind of area. I don't know a lot, but I'm just giving you answers to the questions, okay? Because I get, where are they at? How big are they? Let's get into how big they are. So the anterior one, we can talk length, width, depth. I mean, they gave me all. I don't know which ones they compare, but if we're talking, let's talk about where we are on the day of my cycle. I think that's also very important. So in March, I was in day 22 of my cycle. So my period was a little bit heavier than normal. Let's just compare like apples to apples. So for the posterior fundal, it had a length of 2.08. Right now, it has a length of 1.62, and this is day 12 of my cycle, by the way. Width-wise, it's about the same. It was 1.43, now it's 1.44. And then depth-wise, it actually had a smaller depth of 1.27 in March, and now it's 1.53. So that one seemed to be not in the best place, I don't think. Now, let's talk anterior. My anterior is, let's see, anterior and anterior. Okay, so the length was 1.26. The length now is 1.06. And the width was 1.43. The width now is 0.9. The depth was 1.33. And the depth is now 0.98. So we're seeing some changes. We're going to get into the doctor in a minute. Just anterior right, it was 1.58. Wait, now it's 1.48. Width was 1.43, now it's 1.45. And depth was 1.27, now it's 1.49. So they're not exactly the same on these pages. Like, I have to make sure I'm lining them up right, which is annoying. The endometrium thickness is also different, but I'm pretty sure that's because of where I was on the days of my cycle. The doctor told me there's not much of a difference here, babe. But this wasn't my normal doctor. So for this appointment, I didn't get to go to my normal doctor. My normal doctor has moved practices. And when I called to make an appointment, I couldn't get in until like August or September 2025. I made that appointment, but then I went to a different doctor at the old practice that my doctor used to be at, the one I'm used to. And she told me there wasn't much of a difference, babes. So I was like, she doesn't understand what I'm about. I need the things. So let's go over and review. So jumping right in, the posterior fundal and the anterior are in the same place. I don't know what those names mean. I don't know what any of that means, to be honest with you, but they're all intramural. So comparing and contrasting, it does look like there was a little bit of a change. Look, any small win is a win for me, but also I think the day in which I'm in my cycle also has a lot to do with this. So if I could figure out how to do the exact same day of my cycles, unstoppable. I would have a really like apples to apples. In March, day 22, November, day 12. And I'm currently on my period. So there was some slight differences. I guess we could go over them if you're here. This is going to have chapters. So if you don't care about the sizings and the specifics, go to the next chapter. I probably would, but some people want to know this. So, and I don't mind sharing this particular thing with you. Let's get into it. So for the posterior fundal, which is located in the intramural, it was 1.73 in depth. It's now 1.53 in depth. It was 1.47 in width. It is now 1.44 in width. It was 1.58 in length. It is now 1.62 in length. So there's some differences, not too many there. For the anterior, which is also in the intramural location of my uterus, the depth was 1.33. It's now 0.98. The width was 1.43. It's now 0.9. And the length was 1.26. It's now 1.06. So not major differences, but quite some differences. When you start seeing 1.4 versus 0.9, that's a difference. It would be a difference in my bank account. Let me tell you. So I take that as a difference. And then last but not least, anterior right, which is in the subserial section of my uterus. The depth was 1.27. It's now 1.53. The width was 1.43. The width is now 1.44. The length was 1.58. No, I'm giving you the wrong ones. Sorry, let's rewind. Okay, so the anterior right, which is located in the subserial section of my uterus, the depth was 1.27. It is now 1.49. The width was 1.43. It is now 1.45. The length was 1.58. And now the length is 1.48. So there are some differences, not major. So, it's forever a battle, guys. And my stress has not reduced. If anything, it's multiplied. If you follow me on any of my platforms, I may have mentioned it, that my mother passed away in July. So my stress has not reduced since September, when they were smaller. Because in September, my grandma passed away. A lot of other things happened. And then this year, late summer, or is that midsummer? I don't know. My mother passed away. Lots of drama there. Tons of drama there. I had to end up paying for it out of pocket of my own money by myself with no help. So the stress levels were... But now we're resetting. We're getting our life together. We're back on YouTube. Obviously, by the time you see this video, I've already shot probably 2 videos, hopefully. And I am just taking it day by day at this point. I am still doing my vitamin D, but I'm currently about to embark on 2 things that will have an effect, hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers up, on my fibroid tumors. Okay, so I've been doing Pilates since I was 19 and on and off for years. I'm 35 now. Over the last 2 years, I've created a Pilates routine of going 4 times a week. It is literally, I think, 78 or 79 days left in the year, and I am 70 classes away from being at 500 Pilates classes at Club Pilates. So I'm embarking on getting to 500 classes, which is crazy. by the end of the year. So I'm doing doubles. I'm going pretty much 6 to 7 days a week, trying to get to that number. And it's so hard because I'm a morning workout person and the time is changing and it gets darker earlier and it takes longer to get light outside in the morning. So it's very hard. In addition to that, I'm also embarking on a 21-day challenge. I've done this before. It is the most exciting, let's not say exciting. It is the most challenging thing that I've done as far as eating. This is not necessarily to lose weight, but I do happen to lose weight. It's more so to discipline myself, focus my eating, and just get like disciplined in my mind right. And so before the holidays, I'm embarking on 21 days. Actually, today is day 1. I have not eaten anything. I'm going to share that 21-day journey with you guys. I might do a vlog of 1 week, but I'll try to record all or a lot of my meals. But basically, my 21-day challenge is all about the food that I'm putting in my body. And you know, food is your biggest medicine, in my opinion. Today begins my 21 days. So let me read to you what it's all about. It's not super strict, but it is quite disciplined. So 21 days hard is what I call it. There is no beans, no grains, no dairy, no alcohol, no nuts, no sugar, no carbs, no processed foods, no fried foods, no breaded foods, no pork, no beef, chicken or seafood. And this time around, I'm going to try to only have seafood. No caffeine, no coffee. I already don't drink coffee. Potatoes are limited. Ghee instead of butter. Avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil only. Unlimited. Fruit, vegetables, seafood, eggs. Lightly baked or lightly sauteed, any of these things. Or grilled. I even let myself air fry. So that's what it is. It is crazy difficult for a lot of people, so I do it by myself. But I find that I have the best results, and it's not hard to eat this way. For me, I just have gotten unbalanced in the last few months, and I'm just trying to get myself right back on track. So I'm giving myself some time. We're getting ourselves back on track. And I mean, it helps me in discipline in every area when my food life is disciplined. This isn't about restriction, even though this is restrictive. It's about discipline and focusing on eating vegetables, proteins, and fruit. Fruit is, if I could give up fruit, but I don't want to. I'm not giving up everything. And I love potatoes. They're not fried. They're always usually baked or mashed. I don't do dairy because I'm lactose intolerant anyway. So this isn't like the hardest thing for me. It's hard for me to give up Flamin' Hots. But think about it. I have been eating this way for 28 years. Or 27 years. I've been eating however I've been eating. And I've spent the last few years trying to discipline my eating. Over the last 2 years specifically, really getting disciplined in creating a habit of making better food choices for myself. And by that, I mean, instead of choosing French fries, maybe I have a salad. Instead of eating, fried chicken on a salad, maybe I get the grilled chicken on the salad. Instead of eating, dill potato chips, I just go eat a pickle instead. Instead of eating sour candy, I'll go eat grapes, or I'll go eat something that is from the earth. Now, granted, this is hard for me because I grew up eating sweets and junks and, sweets and, I don't want to say junk. Junk's not a great way to put it, but sweets and Flamin' Hots and Doritos and the meat and the cheese. And I'm from Chicago, so Italian beef and pizza puffs. So I've grown up eating that way. And so now I'm trying to flip myself from eating that predominantly and only eating that extremely moderately or less than moderately. Like, that's something special to cherish. Like when I'm eating, like, Italian beef drenched with a chocolate cake shake and fries from Portillo's, that's a treat. On a regular basis, pipe down, let's eat something else, So for me, it's just like that is what I'm focused on now. I'm going to take you guys with me. It's hard to take you with me every single day for 21 days, but I am going to highlight the things I'm cooking, how I eat out. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It'll be a lot of content there, but I'll also make sure I'm vlogging and bringing that here as well. I love eating, so I'm never going to be boring with it. But I am, going to share the ways in which I eat healthier, because I'm healthy-ish. So that's that. As far as my fibroid tumors, I also want to highlight that I want to talk about my vitamins. I have fell off a little bit with that. So when I talk about I want to eat a little bit more disciplined, I want to have more of a disciplined day when it comes to my routine. So getting up and going to Pilates, I already do that. I try to go walking for 45 minutes every morning after Pilates. So my day looks like 6 a.m. Pilates, 7:15 a walk, 8 o'clock shower, 8:30 sitting at my desk, beginning my work day, working 8 to 5, 5:30, 6 sometimes. And then the end of my day is things around my house, going out to eat with friends, going to different events in the city, which I do rarely. I don't know why everybody think I'm outside. And just overall, como se dice? Just having a life out after work that is structured, like I'm doing things and I'm busy and I'm out, and it's fall. Fall is my favorite season. So for me, I just feel unbalanced because I'm not drinking as much tea as I used to drink in the mornings, and I know I'm not drinking enough water. And so for me, and I know I'm not taking my vitamins as religiously as I should. So I'm really focused on taking my vitamins every single day consistently. Iron liquid, vitamin, my multivitamin, which I've been told is irrelevant and I shouldn't even bother, but why not? Might as well. And just drinking all my liquids. I just really have been really bad the last several months drinking enough water. I haven't even drank water today, and it is 12:40. That is terrible. So this whole situation of me being more disciplined is happening. I'm still taking the same vitamins I was always taking. I'm still taking my liquid vitamin, still taking my turmeric, my bye-bye bloat, still taking my iron fluoridics, I think is how I pronounce it. I've now incorporated a little vitamin C here and there, I'm still taking B12s, and I've also incorporated a little elderflower at times, just because the germs are germing. So I need to do this, okay? I need this, okay? So yeah, that's where we are. I don't have any crazy new news. I'm still journeying through having fibroid tumors. I'm not having another surgery anytime soon. I'm not really seeking out any other kind of procedures in reference to them. We're kind of leaving them alone, but I am changing my habits. My eating habits have been very poor. I had a payday of Twix, Flamin' Hots, some other dill chips the other day. My God, I ate so many things that are just have a low nutritional value but a very high caloric density. So but anyway, it gets greater later, I heard. So we're gonna work on it. We're a work in progress. The holidays are the hardest times. So I am getting disciplined now so I can survive the holidays and be able to smartly indulge. My rule of thumb, if you're wondering, for one of your own, just take a little bite, a little 3 bites of a dessert and done. 1, 2, 3, we're done. I ain't say small, I ain't say large. I just said 3 bites. But that's gonna be one of my rule of thumbs. But yeah, still got these fiber tumors, still fighting the good fight, is what it is. I'm also hoping that as I embark on this 21 days eating, and I embark on getting my vitamins and my liquids back to where they need to be, that I also can get enough sleep. My sleep has been very poor. I think sleep and the food you're eating are pretty much your medicines. That's how your body is recharging, and then how you're fueling your body is very, very important. So to me, all these things are very, very, very important, and I'm focused in on those. So that's where I am. But more to come. I'll see you guys more soon. If there's anything you want to see, I'm gonna be sharing more recipes because my sweet potato pie recipe on TikTok is damn near 3,000 bookmarked at this point. Like, the girls love it. My family loves it. So I've already been tapped to make a few for somebody. And it's just October. So I'm going to do a full-on video of that. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited about that. I have not done a food video for YouTube in a long time. And so I'm excited to do that. And some more recipe videos. But if there's anything you want to share, more of my life you want to see, definitely going to talk about fashion more. You know, I got a degree in how to be a buyer. And so I want to talk more about style and fashion. I'm not a trendy girl. I am a classic, chic, this is my style and I'm living in it type of person. I'm not super trendy. I like a few trendy pieces here and there, but I'm not a super trendy person. I'm very true to like my personal style. So I'm going to talk more about defining that in the future. But let me know what you think about this video, other videos, any ideas you may have. I'm pretty open, and I'll talk to y'all soon.